as we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Coming out with it, it's Price. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that. This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They grab the early lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Working that left side now. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And it's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. To the air, it's Leonard. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Love. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They're going to throw it again. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Snags it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He gets it in! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And they tacked on the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job with those guys being on the same page there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. It's Evans. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. Ball in the air, intercepted! Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To throw, it's Leonard. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. They get this confidence going. They get into a rhythm. Watch out.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking for space, it's Judkins. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
This coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. And the pass is intercepted. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The offense starts with a short field. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to the air. Makes the catch! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Dropping back, it's Leonard. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. He wants to throw, fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Love. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds his man and they convert. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 1st down for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score. Time winding down. What is better than this? Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
You're down late in the game. You got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people